what's going down, man? This your boy Dijon. You tuned into the syrup room.
A lot of y'all might not know me, but I think it's time I introduce myself. I go by Sunni the motherfucking rapper. Big fine and a real ass clapper. Now excuse me while I step on these hoes' necks. Real ass bitch ain't shit about me scandalous.
We got a special guest with us today, Sunni the rapper. How's it going?
Gang, I'm good. How are you?
Already, I'm good. So, man, I've been following you for a very long time, obviously. I done seen you go from, groups to everything to now being a solo artist.
Yes.
I see you out here really putting in work, dropping hot songs, performing, just really tearing the city up. One thing I gotta ask you just to start off, like, what's your motivation to keep going, like, after, being in the game for so long?
My motivation is the love of my passion. I feel like if you're really passionate about something and you really are, and that's all you can think about, that's all you want to do, that's how you want to see yourself prospering. No matter what life brings you, you're gonna stay consistent.
Right.
Because we all know that overnight success is like a lottery ticket. It's very few people who just wake up one day and are famous. People go viral, but most of the time, like some of your greatest artists, it took, 7, 8, 9, 10 years for them to get
Right.
where they are today. You know what I'm saying? Or even get to the position to get to where they are today.
Right. And I think a lot of artists come in the game and they do feel like it's supposed to be overnight.
Right.
So they put that song out and do what they thought it was gonna do,
Exactly.
Then they like, all right, now we gotta put the work in.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually out here putting the work in. I got the chance to see you perform last night. You even dropped some new music. The way the crowd reacted, you would have thought that song been out for a while.
I know, right?
I was like, did I miss something? Like, did I not hear this song before or something like that?
No, that was my first time dropping it.
Okay. That's what's up. So, like, when you do these performances, are you usually surprised at the reaction that the crowd gives you?
I'm so surprised every time, even though, like, the people that are closest to me and around me always be like, why? Like, you be killing shit. You do this. You know what I'm saying? But I be surprised every time because, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I always want to make sure I do my best.
Right.
So it's always I'm always constantly overthinking shit probably. But I be surprised every time.
I know it got to be a beautiful feeling too.
Nah,
especially like after a show like last night, like you brought the energy. Not saying the energy left the room, but if it did, you definitely brought it back into the room.
I appreciate that.
You also getting a lot of recognition right now. So like, what are your goals right now? Like, is it like a label situation that you're pursuing, or just like making sure the people, trying to reach as many people as possible right now in the music, or like, what's your goals right now?
Actually, a little bit of both. I'm definitely trying to do a lot on my own. I'm trying to definitely build my catalog up. I'm trying to drop a lot of music. But of course, I do have people that's interested in me. I do have people that's coming my way with a few opportunities, and I'm just gonna make sure I play everything right and make sure I make smart decisions.
Right. What would it take for a label to spark your interest? Like, you say you got a few people coming your way, interested, but what would it take for you to have interest in a situation?
I have interest now, but I do feel like no matter who comes my way, the most important thing to me is, one, allowing me to stay in my own creativity, allowing me to really express who I am without, trying to come change who I am. Two, making sure that it gets to a certain point where I can own my own masters.
Okay.
Making sure that, that it just all makes sense. Right. The deal. Like, it just all has to make sense. I clearly, like you said, I came from a group. So I came also from being signed to an independent label, Music World, under Matthew Knows. So I've already been through unfair contract.
Right.
So I think I kind of know now more of the do's and don'ts, and I understand a lot more about the industry than I did.
You definitely got experience.
A lot more. So I think it's a little harder to pull the wool over my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm still that person that likes to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm a very friendly person, but at the same time, on the business end, I think I got a lot of people in my corner who are like putting their foot down, like, no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And making sure I get what I deserve and what's fair to me. And that's really all I want is what's fair to me. I'm not trying to, overdo it. I don't want no, like, huge advancement or anything like that because I understand the recuperation process. But I do want it to be something fair to me. So.
And you also spoke on owning your masters. A lot of artists sign deals and they don't own the rights to their music. So why is that something important to you to own?
Because I believe in myself and I believe in my brand. I believe my music is gonna be timeless. So I don't want 10 years from now I can't have my music. Right. And it's being played everywhere, and with you know what I'm saying, like, and niggas just eating off of me. And
I think, like, like we grew up like listening to so many artists, and then like 10 years later, now that like their careers are, they didn't been through the motions and stuff. Like now it's like,
cause look at the situation with Ashanti. She has so many hits, and now she got to redo her music.
Yeah, she actually re-recording
all of it. You know what I'm saying, just so she can make sure it's hers.
That's crazy,
and that's crazy.
She's not the first artist to do that either. I think Taylor Swift did it too.
And that's the process you end up having to go. And I get it. They came in the industry when the industry was a little bit different. I think now people are a little bit more aware. People still getting in bad deals. Don't get it twisted. But I do think people are a little bit more aware.
That's because the money that come up front with the deal. So somebody people like if you're sitting at home with like $5 in your pocket and somebody be like, "Hey, I'm signing for $20,000," you're gonna be like, "Man, I really need that $20,000." Yeah. Most people gonna go for that $20,000 and not think about the rest. They just gonna hit the ground running.
Yeah, they do. They don't think about the rest. And I'm thankful that I have people in my corner who definitely knows about the business as well.
Right.
And I think that definitely helps a lot of artists. I think sometimes they don't have those people in their corner, especially in the beginning stages. They have a lot of yes people around them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nobody really like breaking shit down for them, and I think that's how, unfortunately, a lot of artists. And then there's some artists who are just big-headed and don't want to listen to nobody.
Well, I think also is that a lot of artists come in the game and they team, it's like they friends. So they friends, your friends gonna pretty much be like, oh, they go hard. They don't know no better. They just they trying to do their best to support. So they not gonna tell you like, that song trash, or like, right. You shouldn't wear that today. They just gonna go with it because
somebody to tell you the truth.
You create an opportunity for them too, so they just with whatever. But then when you get like real professionals and people that's about the business and on your team, now it's like, all right, I can't be doing this, and like you got people that's gonna tell you no now.
So and you need them people for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think one question a lot of people want to know is that seeing you as a solo artist is something new. So how did this happened? Like, how did you break away from a group and end up being a solo artist?
So it was actually a mutual agreement. Okay. We had a conversation one day and we both, she presented it and she presented it in a way that kind of opened my mind and was like, yeah, you're right. We have not been able to show the world who we are individually. We've been doing music. I've been doing music, for 10 years in a group. She's been doing music since she was 3 years old. Right. And even then, on a professional level, it's always been in a group. So we both agreed that it was at a point where we wanted and needed people to see us individually and be able to express ourselves and see, like who we were as artists, like genuinely see who I am and who she is as an artist. Right. Unfortunately, it's hard to do that sometimes when you're in a group because everyone is compromised and everyone is meeting each other halfway.
Especially in the group that you were in because it was a singer and a rapper.
Exactly. And we bring, clearly two different styles, but we did a really good job with meshing it. We always did a good job, but we just feel like it was definitely at that point where people needed to see us. Right. So we made the decision. We made an announcement on our Instagram. And, so that was like, the end of July, beginning of August?
Yeah, me personally, I was shocked to see that announcement because I had just interviewed you guys probably like, like that, maybe November or something like that. So, I know y'all had just became a duo group. So, like, seeing that, I think it shocked a lot of people.
Yeah. We was a duo for 2 years.
Yeah.
It was 2 years. It didn't feel like that long to people because, like 2.5 years. I think that first.
It didn't seem
like that long because the first, 5 or 6 months, we didn't even hop right back on Instagram. When we went from Blush to TOD, we waited a minute. Yeah. So we had a name, we had an image, we had a brand. So a lot of people was like, well, where did they go? Where did they go? Disappeared. And then we kind of popped back up. And even then, to this day, people, 2 years in, was still like, damn, y'all not Blush no more? Like, it was still confusing to people.
Yeah, because people were so used to seeing y'all as Blush.
Exactly. So, but yeah, we was a group still for a little second. And I think we still did a lot as TOD. You know what I mean? Like, a lot that a lot of artists, and I'm thankful and happy that we made so many connections, even as Blush, that we was able to roll over as TOD, that I'm even able to roll over as now as Sunni the rapper. Right. So I think everything honestly happened the way it was supposed to happen because to a lot of people think, oh, I came out of nowhere, but clearly, you know, if you know my history, you know I didn't come out of nowhere, and you know that I was developed and I was trained.
Yeah, you've been around
you know what
for
I'm
a
saying?
while.
So, like, this is what I do. So when people be like, oh, then you hop on stage and you do this, you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no overnight. Like, I literally do this.
And I think, like, when people see you perform and when you drop music, it's like even the confidence that you have, like, they don't come from just starting in the game.
It was all being baked in season, and I marinated. And I think now it's like the oven. I'm out. I'm ready. I think all of the process of me being in a group, everything was to marinate me into a solo artist and to really, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm seasoned. I'm low-key a veteran. Not really, but a veteran to...
Well, pretty much you are.
You know what I'm saying? To the artistry part. A lot of people don't understand what it takes to be a full-time artist. The dedication to your image, your brand, your physical, your mental. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that plays into an important part of it.
Yeah, it becomes
and you have to... Exactly. You have to fully dedicate that. Like, you really have to engulf yourself in that.
Right. We have seen groups like the Migos, they break off, do a solo albums, you know, do their thing, shine individually, and come back together. Is that what this is, or is it more of a long-term thing?
It's definitely long-term. You know, of course, I don't know what the future holds.
Right.
I don't know if we'll ever come back together and do a song, but when we made the decision, we definitely made the decision to give this 100%. Our solo career is 100%.
Right. And I think, you know, just from the outside looking in, it looks like it's working because, you know, like, even on both ends, like, I see y'all really working hard, like, really pursuing y'all dreams. And, like, even with you, like, performance-wise, everything just, like, killing the stage. You in everybody's face right now. Like, people know your name individually.
Right,
like people know who you are now. You know what I'm saying?
And I really, really, like, man, I'm so excited and just appreciative that that's really what has came out of these last 4 months because it was a scary transitioning from a group to being a solo artist, considering that's all I've ever done. It's not even like I had a little speck of it and then went back. It was like, no, all I ever been in was a group. So it was definitely a different transition, but at the same time, it's been so like liberating and just, it's just been a great experience thus far. I learned so much about myself in the last 4 months. It's crazy. You know, when you're in a group, sometimes you know your strengths, but you're still not applying everything at 100%. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look out for somebody else too.
Right. And everything is dependent upon someone else. And every decision you make, every move you make, you're thinking about more than one person. So now it's only me. And I'm only thinking, you know what I'm saying? Not only thinking about me, but I'm only having to worry about me. And it's just like crazy because I can make decisions faster, I can do certain things faster, and I'm just seeing what I'm capable of, and it's just really just the beginning. So I can just imagine, you know what I'm saying, when I get some money behind me. It's
going down.
It's going down.
I mean, you know, most people probably like, man, she don't got no money behind her, because it look like, you know, it look like you're doing it. You make it look good.
Me and my, you know, of course I have a small team, but everything on the financial end, a lot of people don't know. I work for this. I hustle for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things help me out from connections. People believe in me, of course, as it should be. I feel like producers and different people, when they believe in artists and really understand, you're supposed to really, you know, reach your hand and help these artists. I personally feel like, you know, that should be something that people do. Now, granted, everybody can't get that treatment. You know, you got to see the work in people. I feel like you got to see something in that artist. Right. Fortunately for me, I've had people in my corner that do see something in me. Yeah, so they're helping me. There's a lot of artists out here, and all of them don't get a chance. You know, they don't all get a chance. Right. But
it's
not for everyone. I don't know when the industry became such an open, door. Everybody feel like they can come in this bitch. I don't know if TikTok made it feel like that or what.
Well, I think one of the things that contributed to it was streaming, because now you don't need
the radio.
Yeah, you can go straight to the title and all that. I can get on my phone right now and upload a song and be on all streaming platforms, TikTok and everything.
You're right.
So then it just come down to the grind. Everybody don't have to grind to take it there.
Nah, you're right. And that's why I said it takes more than just uploading music to being an artist.
Yeah, that's
like
that's
way
the
more.
Small part. Just like recording is like one of the smallest parts. The business side is where it's at. So, you know, let's talk about what came next after becoming a solo artist, the music. You've been consistently dropping bangers, you know what I'm saying? Like, then being a female coming out of Houston, you know, like, Houston is a big city.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
And you taking over a large market, and we got a lot of other females out here that's doing their thing as well. But you on the side of the bar that stands out. Like your music stands out. Even when you doing shows and stuff, like you really seeing like the difference between what you doing and what a lot of other people doing, and it's like you dropping bangers, you know what I'm saying? I know like last night we was at the industry mixer for Big Cuz, but let's talk about your relationship a little bit with Big Cuz.
Oh yeah,
I know he's been a part of your journey for a while.
Yeah, he was actually the first producer that we met right before we left the label, or we decided to not re-sign with the label. Okay. Our road manager, his name was Tyson at the time. He had met Cuz through someone else, and he was like, man, I got this studio one. He was like, it's a little different from what y'all used to, because at this time we had, they kind of really kind of closed us off from like what people would consider like the hood and the ghetto shit and the, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't really allow us to engulf ourselves into a lot of things, a lot of underground industry things. Like they didn't let us go, they didn't let us do it. So everything was in-house. We recorded at, on campus at Music World. We rehearsed at Music World. Anything else we did was outside of the city.
Right.
So when he finally kind of let us start doing stuff in the city, we had went to this is when Big Cuz had the industry mixer at the Enclave on the north side.
Right.
And he let us go. So we got to go. And that was the first time I ever had really been to like a studio industry mixer. Like,
and the Enclave is
right. And it was like everybody would never been smoking. Mind you, we ain't even smoked then. Like it was just like like it was like the baby version of us for sure. Met Cuz, fell in love with him. He was like, Tyson was like, well, y'all want to set up a studio session with him? I was like, yeah, for sure. So, anyway, long story short, we ended up meeting with him, getting in the studio with him, and we had did this song called Trendsetters. And right when we did the song, like probably 2 weeks later, was when we had decided to leave the label. So we didn't get to never release the song under Music World. But then we went back and redid the song with him, and it became our first song that we released as TLD.
Right.
And ever since then, he was rocking with us. Like, ever since then, he always said he saw something in us. He always believed in us. He loved our energy and our personalities. He's a real quiet dude, though, still. Like, he's a real, Cuz real quiet and reserved until you really, really, like, really gets it out here.
Yeah, because even at the events, he not really grabbing the microphone, talking.
Nah, he not
in the background. People.
Yeah, he's a very background person because he always wants to push people forward. He's that person who's always just trying to look out for his people, and that's what I always loved about him. He's very loyal. Everybody that he rode with, rep with to this day that we met, he's still rolling with, still repping hard for it. So, it's just to give you a little bit of his characteristic, like he's just a loyal person. And from the moment we've been locked in, even when, I became Sunni the rapper, it was like, this ain't nothing changing, like we still locked in.
Right.
So, like I said, we just cut, like when I said last night with the show, this first song that I did, we had just cut that. So that was actually the first song I had to do with Cuz as Sunni the rapper, because my first single...
The song that you dropped last night?
Yes.
Okay. My
first single that I just dropped, Look Good, was actually with a new producer that because I wanted to work with some new people when I first became a solo artist. I already knew that I was going to be working with Cuz, but I also wanted to extend on the production end because I knew this was my opportunity in time to see if I can mesh well with anybody else.
Right.
So G Major, he's a producer out of Houston. He works with like Peso and them, and he always had really good beats to me. And Breezy was like, yeah, you should try to work with him and see. And he came in and I gave him a little direction of how I wanted the beat, and he cooked it up immediately. And I was like, oh shit, he gave me a little pack of them. And that one stood out the most to me, and I ended up writing, and that's how Look Good became along. It was just like, the whole process just happened seamlessly. It was just...
Right, so, and also Look Good, that's the single that you're pushing right now. Video and all out to the single.
Yes.
Okay, how about we do this? How about we get into that video, just let the people that's watching kind of, get an ear for the music, see what you're working with right now, and then we're going to get right back into this interview.
Big.
All right,
Make
cool.
Sure
you want to go ahead and introduce it?
Yeah.
Right,
so this is going to be my video that you're about to see. It's called Look Good. It's produced by G Major, and the video is directed by Spike the Designer, so make sure you check it out right now.
Hey, stay tuned. We're going to be right back in the serve room with Sunni the rapper. Let's going down.
Don't do it. Sunni. Think a little bitch when I walk through. Boss bitch, watch who you talk to. Made it out the mud, had to crawl through. Hit that one line, they all fall through. I'm living large, grande. Head bitch in charge, runway. Ice on my neck, Sunday. I ain't playing for keeps, nigga, no way. Make a nigga sing like Gladys. President, I win every ballot. Can't fuck with no bitch who don't have shit. Subtweeting like your shit is valid. And I can never argue with a broke bitch. Big drip, I done took out the whole clique. What you thought, bitch? Shut up, you don't know shit. Time to sweep these hoes up with my broomstick. I know I look good, little nigga. Don't speak if it ain't about figures. Never fucked with a pussy out the litter. I'm big fine, come lay me out for dinner. Make a nigga bow, call me sensei. I do not fuck before foreplay. Fuckin' with me and show doomsday. I'm a home movie star, real Kim K. This a real water park, no desert. I'ma have you drowning, screaming out pressure. I'm a real gold mine, I'm a treasure. I'm a badass bitch, nothing lesser. Gun on my dresser, I'm killing shit, nigga. Bag talk, so I need a big tipper. Big ball, so I got a big zipper. Money good, they like Sunny getting thicker. I know I look good, little nigga. Don't speak if it ain't about figures. Never fucked with a pussy out the litter. I'm big fine, come let me out for dinner. Yeah, I know I look good, little nigga. I'm in the mirror like, look at this figure. They on my ass like a finger on the trigger. Begging for the pussy, damn to cross the river. I know I look good, little nigga. Don't speak if it ain't about figures. Never fucked with a pussy out the litter. I'm big fine, come let me out for dinner. Yeah, I know I look good, little nigga. Don't speak if it ain't about figures. Never fucked with a pussy out the litter. I'm big fine, come let me out for dinner. Yeah.
Hey, what's going down, man? It's your boy Dijon. We back in the third room with Sunni the rapper. You know what I'm saying? I know she just got y'all a lot of insight on her journey to where she at right now. So, you know, the journey continues, of course. So let's talk about projects. Like, what's coming up for you right now? Like, can we expect an album, mixtape, more singles?
A whole lot of music is what you can definitely expect. I have a couple
a lot of people is happy to hear that right
I
now.
know, right? I definitely got 2 hot songs that I'm trying to back-to-back door with coming up. One is called Rare, and it was produced by Lumen, which is under AOIB. He works over at Sugar Hill. He's a really dope young engineer.
Hey, shout out to Sugar Hill, by the way.
Yeah, like he's really dope. And then I got, like I said, my Goodies track that I'm getting ready to release as well, which is produced by Because.
That's the one we heard last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lot more coming, but I'm going to just let y'all sit with them because, you know, I ain't trying to oversaturate my market. But I'm definitely trying to push out a lot of songs this year, over the year. I really want to give the people what they want. People are always asking me, of course, for music, so I'm going to give the people what they want.
All right, I got a question about the Goodies track.
Yes.
Not so much the track, but more the production. So when doing songs like that, do you go in there like, hey, man, I want to kind of resample this song right here, or do it just happen like that?
I definitely, with this song, I asked for a sample. I asked for us to sample with Goodies. Now, because he did his thing on the beat, he put the breakdown, like that was all him. I just told him my idea, and he took it, and he put his sauce on it, and he did his thing. Like, I didn't really like co-produce this beat with him like how I did with G Major, where I really kind of gave him a lot more direction.
Right.
Cause he usually be knowing, like I tell him, and then I sit there,
the
I just say yes or no to a sound, and then he be like, all right, and then like, you know, we go from there. But this one, I didn't really have to say no to anything. We was in there just jamming when he made this beat. I was so excited, like when the beat was done, cause it's a classic for one.
Yeah.
And I never did sample song. This is my first sample song.
For real?
Yes. So it's already my first sample song, and then I know it's something that's really kind of popular in the industry right now. I feel like on the women end.
On the women end, definitely.
Women are winning by making sample songs. Like
it's like you familiar with the sound, so it's like let's see what them words gonna be over it now.
Exactly. And I think I'm really proud of myself with this track because I think I did a good job with meshing the current sound with the vibe of the beat, which clearly gives you, early 2000s.
Right.
But the way I came on the song, it was still a current sound. It's not like it necessarily sounds like, 2000s.
You owned it.
I did, right. So
it's yours now. What's like some inspiration that you have? Like, is it like people that you listen to, people that you rocking with right now?
Honestly, on the female end, cause okay, I'm a rapper, but I listen to R&B. That's me. I listen to a lot of R&B, but I always feel like it's important to keep up with your peers,
right,
and know what your peers are doing. So on the female rap end, I keep me in playlists that update and let me know like when new female rap songs come out. So I constantly listen just to see and hear the ear of how the female rap music is going and what's the trends and things like that. But like just heavenly I listen to, I feel like I really don't have a specific like people that I listen to no more.
Yeah. I think I'm just like something that sounds good.
Whoever is like popping or whoever has good music, if I come across on a playlist, I add it to my playlist. You know what I mean? And I just jam out from there. Of course, from Houston, I'm always gonna be repping. I love my Houston female rappers. I love Ken. I love Millie. I love Libra. I love Martina. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the female rap community. Like, we're all so dope.
It's definitely booming right now.
So dope. And I mean, shit, even with Mona Leo, like even on my playlist, I think about a good 5 to 7 female artists are from Houston. Because it's like an up and coming.
Like killing the game as far as female artistry
for sure
goes right
on
now.
the female. So
maybe I just don't know what's going on in other cities, but like I just
right. You don't know, but I mean I ain't heard nobody harder yet. I know no female rappers that's been harder than the ones out here.
Yeah. So when can we expect to hear like the new music and everything that you're working on right now?
It's coming.
Especially
I can't give you an
exact
date yet, because I'm a person that likes to put an plan of action behind my release. So everything has to have a rollout, and the campaigns ain't gonna take too long. But I definitely want to make sure all my ducks are in order before I release the song.
For sure.
But it's coming.
Hey, I look forward to hearing everything you're working on right now. Especially like hearing the preview and everything like that. So. Man, I know you got some great things coming your way.
I appreciate it.
I do appreciate you for coming, rocking with the Serve Room today. You know what I'm saying? Every time you come through is always nothing but love, so I appreciate that. You want to give like the people that might not know, I don't know who that might be.
Right.
Y'all sleep if y'all don't know, but like just let them know where they can find you at, Instagram and all that good stuff.
For sure. So I'm on all platforms as Sunni the Rapper, which is at SUNNI THARAPPER. That is Sunni the Rapper. I'm saying one more time. SUNNI THARAPPER. So make sure you go cop that and make sure you go download my single Look Good. So you can let them niggas know I look good, little nigga.
Already. Y'all heard it. Hey, I appreciate you for coming through to the Serve Room, rocking with us, man. I look forward to everything. Like I just said, I look forward to everything, you got dropping right now and stuff like that. And it's good sitting down, being able to talk to you again, seeing you on your journey. It's something different every time. Like first time, Blush, T.O.D., now Sunni the Rapper. I love
Y'all get to see my whole evolution. Look at that. So,
it's just more big things on the way. That's all I can see. So I appreciate you for coming through, though.
For sure. I appreciate you for having me.
Anytime. Anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Oh, no. Make sure you go cop that single and follow me.
For sure, man. Y'all heard it, man. Super exclusive interview with Sunni the Rapper. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to the Culture Vision Network. Y'all make sure y'all download the app. Watch all them Serve Room episodes. It's going down. They up right now. Every Sunday, 9 p.m. we dropping. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit the follow button. Y'all know where we at the Serve Room _ on Instagram. Y'all make sure y'all hit that follow button. Follow Sunni the Rapper. Hey, follow Culture Vision Network, all that good stuff, man. It's going down. Dijon, the Serve Room, we out.
Real ass bitch ain't shit about me scandalous. When I come, they move aside like the ambulance. No need to ask who in charge, it's unanimous. I'm the HBIC forever classic, bitch. Walk in, ass on Buffy. Hard to reach, can't let a nigga touch me. Got niggas tryna stop me for that good shit. A sex symbol, keep my pockets on chubby. Bougie bitch might dress like a hoochie. Big lips, and you know them hoes juicy. Gotta keep shit private, leave the room key. Time to spike shit up, let's make a movie. Attitude bad, give a fuck what a bitch say. I stay in these hoes' mouth more than toothpaste. All these niggas tryna cuff me with a briefcase. I be killing all these bitches, leaving no trace. Hoes hating, but I bet they wanna be me. Double take, make your nigga hit a repeat. Always headed to the bag, I'm time to kiki. And if a bitch talking shit, tell her see me. All y'all niggas on my ass like a thong. Toss these niggas back and forth ping pong. I'ma bounce this ass up and down, seesaw. You know I like it sloppy, I'ma give it to you raw.